Hello, this is State Representative Brady Williamson, member of the Mississippi Freedom Caucus, with an update on House Bill 1439, which seeks to eliminate the state's penalty to its citizens for being productive, more widely known as the state income tax. This bill would immediately do away with the income tax to the first $50,000 of individual income, first $100,000 of household income, resulting in an immediate positive impact on every productive citizen in the state. Additionally, it cuts the grocery tax in half and over time phases out all income tax. Tax would then be spread across the entire population through a 2.5% increase in the sales tax on taxable items. Taxable items would still exclude things like prescriptions, health insurance, mortgage payments, fuel, etc. That means the $50,000 income earner, whether it be the teacher, the farm worker, the manufacturing assembly line worker, each and every earner in the state would have to spend about $80,000 on taxable items in a single year to account for the income tax savings. Over the next few years, that income tax exclusion would move from $50,000 to $100,000, then eventually completely phase out, removing the penalty for making money from minimum wage worker to the $230,000 per game pro baseball player and beyond. Makes perfect sense, right? Why not eliminate the penalty for being productive and allow individuals the freedom to choose where their money is spent? Why would there be any pushback? There are only 4 reasons. 1, none of us want to hear there's an increase in sales tax of 2.5%, and many of us would like to eliminate taxes altogether, myself included. But that's not on the table. That's not something that will even be considered, nor would it have an opportunity to pass. What is on the table and is at stake is savings to every income producer in the state that far outweigh the 2.5% sales tax. Additionally, this is competitive to that of surrounding states, and the removal of income tax makes us a much more desirable place to live, set up business, and grow. The second reason is a few small in number but large in revenue special interest groups currently would pay 2.5% more than their current carved out special rate, like manufactured homes, tractor sales, railroad operators. But even those still pay less than every other business segment in the state. These industries are still being given favors, but they have large lobbying groups that are doing their job. And as with many self-serving groups, they can take some partial truths and spin it in ways that invokes fear in everyone from the elderly to those paying a power bill. This is where the water is being muddied, and these actions can hinder the bill. Even the chief executives and CFOs can look beyond personal, immediate implications to see the benefit to the Mississippian, to the employee, and to their consumer. The third reason is a few fear it would fail in Mississippi because we don't have the revenue of other states with no income tax. Well, I'm here to remind you that Mississippi doesn't have the expenses of other states either. And when you look at the growth of states with no income tax, such as Tennessee, Florida, Texas, virtually all the growth in these states has been experienced in the recent years of no income tax. Where would you move? Where would you set up business? Where would you claim residency as a military member? The appeal of crossing the line in North Mississippi to live would increase. The professional, the business owner, the teacher, and neighboring states on the coast and throughout the state would rise, and that's increased revenue in the pockets of our households statewide. The never-ending list of the appeal of banishing the penalty for producing goes on. And the fourth and final reason, leaders want the plan to be their idea, and they are hesitant to give others the credit. It doesn't matter who gets the credit. When it's something good for Mississippi, it just doesn't matter. And the truth is, eliminating the income tax is not a novel idea. It's been around, and throughout the course of history, we have found that sales and use taxes are the fairer way to tax than the income tax. So what I ask is that you reach out to your senators, your lieutenant governor, and the governor to support House Bill 1439.